Right guys, today we are going to finish the Marquee Matchups. So the first one is Benfica versus Dortmund in the Champions League. And it's a fairly easy one. You need one player from each team, 6 players from one league, so you just do 5 and 6. 79 overall, which is fairly easy, and 90 chemistry, which mostly I think every player in here I owned anyway, so it was fairly easy for me to do. So we'll submit that one and you get a premium gold players pack, which is alright. It's not a bad one to get. I'm going to dismiss that. Arsenal versus Bayern. This one was a little bit trickier. Obviously I had to get the rating up, and I don't think I had many of these players in my club. I had a few. I had to buy Gamero, Cabella, Schneiderlin and Debuchy, I think. Yeah. Basically I went with Coman because I already had him and he was the cheaper Bayern Munich player that I had. Oxlade-Chamberlain because he was also cheaper. The 3 leagues, Premier League, obviously the Bundesliga and Liga 1, which was very cheap because obviously no one's really using those. 81 team rating, which is a little bit harder, which means you have to buy some of the bigger players, well, not really bigger players, but higher overall players. But then a team chemistry of 85, which isn't very hard. As you can see, I've pretty much gone all French, which it just made it easier for myself anyway. Most of these players, like I said, I owned, so it did make it a lot cheaper. And for that one I got a rare gold pack. I'm going to dismiss that. Now this one was the trickiest because I didn't own a Liga Warsaw player, and we go to here. This player, he links in with one player quite easy, and he's not exactly cheap because no one uses the Poland League as a team, in teams, so that makes it like he's not, no one ever like puts him up for anything. But basically you need one of them and an Ajax player, which I think Klaassen was the one I put in. Yeah, he was. 4 nations, so you obviously got one from the Liga Warsaw, the Poland League, and he is Georgian. So then he also linked to the centre back, which gave the chemistry. And then I literally just put in players around the club, which was fairly easy. 4 leagues, you literally just go Netherlands. They're a little bit more expensive, but there aren't that many other players from other leagues, from other nations. Team overall was fairly low, so you know, I could take out Jetro Williams, but you know, because I already owned him, it just made it easier for me to keep him. I went with the right back, Arias or whatever his name is, just because I think I had to buy him for 1,300. It was just easy because I had the centre back next to him in the club, and I needed him because I had already put the French striker in, Haller. 85 team chemistry. Well, if you've got enough Netherlands links in there, plus the Liga Warsaw guy link, it is very easy, and that is for a premium jumbo gold pack, which was fairly easy. And we'll move on to the next one. This one is probably the easiest marquee matchup I have done by a long way, I think anyway. Basically you need one Anderlecht player. Not everyone's going to have Anderlecht players in their club, but this guy I had, lucky enough. And as you see, he's not exactly cheap. You know, in 3 days time when it's over, you'll be able to pick him up again for like 500 coins because he's got good pace and good dribbling, but let's be honest, no one builds a Belgium League team. And the other team you needed was Zenit, and like I said, I already have a lot of these players in my club. And Javi Garcia, as he linked with him, it just made it a lot easier. He's probably going for yeah, as you see, 1,000 coins, so he's a fairly cheap one. And then you need exactly 11 clubs, and you know the overall isn't high, so you can use just random players at your club, but you need 11 clubs exactly, so every player has to be from a different club, which makes it a little bit harder. But as you can see, I've literally just gone for everyone from the same nation, so that gives you all the chemistry to get up to 85. As you see, I got 100, so I could take a few players out, but it was fairly easy. No players on the same club. As you see, first owner, so it was a lot cheaper. I would avoid doing Spanish, really, because, well, you can. I found it easy to do Spanish because I own them all, but obviously the new Liga Santander, the Suarez Squad Builder Challenge is still live, and I think people really, really want him. I don't like Suarez this year, so I probably won't do it, but if you guys want to, like the video and I will try and do it. It's going to be expensive, but I will try and do it. And that is that done, and I think finishing it all, you get a prime gold players pack. And what we'll do is we'll go open them all up. Go over to there. Right. Premium, the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. 3 rares, not bad. Goalkeeper. Karius, not bad. Obviously, I'd rather it be Neuer. But there we go, that right back. Right next to him. I'll keep Karius because I like having a lot of players in my club. We'll sell him at the moment, obviously, because, you know, as you see, he's actually selling for a little bit, and chances are I will not play with him. And I will keep the rest of these. If there is a Bundesliga Squad Builder Challenge, he will be worth a fair bit of money, because Mainz probably don't have a better goalkeeper. They might have a better goalkeeper than him, but they'll only have one. So that will be a good one to maybe invest in if they're on about bringing it out. And 1,000 coins. The Benfica one, this guy might sell. Yeah, 1,000 coins, it's worth selling. Plus the Jonas Squad Builder Challenge. I did think about finishing it as I'm only one away, but I recently just packed him, so I didn't see the point in doing it. Another Jumbo Premium Players pack. 3 rare. Who's that? Danny Zenit. See, there you go. That's another guy who, well, he might not sell, but I would probably sell him at the moment just because there's more. He's more likely to sell now. You know, 850 coins. Lorente, I did get rid of, so that's good to have him back. Ainsworth. I doubt it. Pace is very good and dribbling is very good, but not a lot else on him. And the rest of that will store to the club because there's 1,000 coins. Fazio won't sell, so we'll just discard that. The rare gold player pack. No walkout. Again, 3 players. Who's that? Candreva. Don't think I have him in my club. Always a good card though. Always a good card. Bit slower this year. Is he worth anything? I do not know. I wouldn't have thought so. 2,000 coins. No, he can't be worth 2,000 coins. We'll send him to the club. I'll end up using him in some sort of squad, I would have thought. Get rid of all that. He's not worth a lot. The Premium Gold Players Pack, which is 3 rare players. Hopefully they're all gold, which they are. Who's that? Oh, Wickerbonnet. You know, not brilliant. He might be worth a little bit. Well, I doubt it, but it's good to be hopeful. Actually, he's probably not. And none of those are probably worth anything at all. Powell, 91 pace, wow. What league's that? League 1. We'll send all that to the club, none of that's sellable. Yeah, none of that. And then this is the last pack, Prime Gold Players Pack. No walkout, so nothing big this time. Cam Cabela, who I've just traded in, so that's quite good. Oh no, I didn't actually own him, so I'd buy him, but it's good to have him now. I've recently just sold his Man of the Match card. I didn't actually play with it, but I had it in the club. None of those are worth any money. I did use him on a challenge the other day actually. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, none of that's worth anything. Send it all to the club and discard that. If you guys want to see more of this squad builder challenge, like the video, and if you're new around here, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon.